you got a new product. It might just be an idea or it's fully baked. Either way, you're wondering if your offer is ready to launch or if you are. In today's video, I'm walking you through the 3 simple steps for you to test your offer and get it ready for a full-scale market launch. Put on the kettle, Corey. We're about to knock any doubts you might have that you're ready to launch. For this video, we're going to be talking about launching a new product offer. That product could be a book, online course, group program, a done-for-you service, your membership, or even a physical product. It doesn't matter. This applies to all. Now, your offer is a statement of promise. You, in essence, are saying that in exchange for money, I promise you that this product will give you this benefit or this journey or this transformation or this result. For example, if I buy this pen, the promise is it's going to write in black ink. Or if I buy this book, it's going to give me some type of paranormal mystery or fantasy, potentially with ghosts. Now, your launch is a promotional marketing campaign with a specific beginning and an end designed to get a specific target audience to make a specific action. In this case, purchasing your product. Now that we have the definitions out of the way, let's dive into the core requirements for any new product. Whenever you're creating a product that you intend to sell, you want to ask yourself these 4 questions. Who is the product for? Your product needs to meet the needs of a specific target audience. Number 2, what problem are you solving or need are you meeting? There's got to be a reason that your target audience sees a need to purchase this product and why they should purchase it now. Number 3, have you validated the effectiveness of this product? Have you tested your process to ensure that it does indeed solve the problem or meet the need? Has the process worked for you? Great. Have you tested to make sure that it works for others? Is it replicable? You need to make sure it is if you want to sell it to scale. And finally, our 4th question is there a market need? Does your target audience actually want this? Would it be in demand? If any of these 4 questions is a no, then you have some work to do first. Continue with your research and development until you get an answer of yes to all 4 of those questions. Once the answers to those 4 questions is yes, then you're ready to move on and launch your product. Now, I need to have just a quick side note for my recovering but not quite there yet perfectionists. When you are validating the effectiveness of your product, you don't need hundreds or even dozens of successful case studies. You just need a few. For example, let's say you're a busy mama of 3 and you have figured out the perfect summer routine for your 3 kids to stay educated and engaged while you still maintain your energy until the end of the night. Your product idea is a summer activity box. Now, this process has worked for you. You are case study number 1. Before you then go off and sell it, you need to make sure that what you have done is replicable. So ask a handful of your mama friends to see if they would be willing to test your product for you. Now, you can charge them an early access price so that way your costs are covered. Now, you may find that in this test that your summer activity box does indeed keep the kids engaged and educated, but the mamas are still wiped out by the end of the day. Or you may find that this best works for mamas whose full-time job is being a stay-at-home mom versus those that might have a career outside of the home. Understanding who your product works best for and how it works for them will enable you to tailor your offer promise in a way that's accurate and hopefully enticing. In this case, your offer might be stay-at-home mamas, keep your kids educated and engaged all summer long so that way they are ahead of the game when the new school year starts. Period. We dropped the promise of the mom staying energized throughout the day because that wasn't replicable. It just worked for you. Once you can figure out how to replicate that part, you can either add that into your activity box or you can create it as a different product. Then you can include it in your offer promise. You've answered yes to all 4 of the new product core requirement questions and you're ready to bring it to market. I like to refer to this as entering market test mode. After all, every launch is a test. Every launch is providing us valuable data as to what resonates with our target audience and what doesn't. It helps us refine our messaging and have more effective future launches. I cover this in detail in my video, Waking Up to Crickets During Your Launch, Do This. This is where I break down the data points within every launch and what to do if you're not hitting your numbers at every data point. You definitely want to watch that video. In market test mode, you are going to embrace the mad scientist mindset. With that mindset, you'll see every launch as an experiment. And with any good experiment, we have a hypothesis based on a set of assumptions or parameters that we are going to test. Based on the data that we receive, we add to or subtract from those parameters and revise our hypothesis. How does this work in market test mode? Well, our first test, which is our initial market launch, I like to refer to as an alpha launch. This is where we're testing our offer to our target audience. We want to make sure that the statement that we're using attracts the right person with the right problem or need and entices them with our promised solution to buy right now. You'll rinse, refine, and repeat until you get about 10 to 20 folks that purchase your product and complete the necessary steps for them to get the result and then provide you with positive feedback. Once you have that, you enter into the beta launch phase. This is where you start to add additional parameters to your experiment. I like to call them pre-launch and launch activities. Remember, we keep this simple, adding only one or possibly two things at a time that we are testing, so you know which of the one or two things has been effective. Again, in the beta launch phase, you'll rinse, refine, and repeat until you've had about 100 to 300 folks purchase your offer, complete the product, and give you positive feedback. Finally, you're ready to get out of beta and go into a full-scale market launch. By this time, you have good solid data to support your offer messaging, your pre-launch and launch activities, and you can confidently start adding scaling strategies such as social media ads to help you expand your reach and visibility. But guess what? Even when you are at the full-scale market launch phase, you are still in market test mode. Why? Repeat after me. Every launch is a test. Now, I know that launching can seem overwhelming, and that's why I created my simple launch checklist to walk you through the steps that you're going to need to take. I even share the steps to take with each launch phase. I'll link that video above and in the caption below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, I appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Every week I post a new bite-sized video breaking down the process of launching and growing a sustainable business into simple steps. If that's your cup of chocolate, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when a new video drops. Let's keep the conversation going. In the comments below, let me know what offer you're going to be testing next and what market test mode phase you'll be launching with. I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you in the next video.